A man is accused of killing a police officer. New information on a fatal car crash and a grant that can keep kids from getting lead poisoning.
All that and more today on APSU TV News.
Welcome back to this episode of APSU TV News. I'm Ashley Hughes.
And I'm Alan Barty. A man is accused of shooting and killing a Temple University police officer near campus Saturday night. The Philadelphia District Attorney's Office say 18-year-old Miles Puffer will face charges of murder, murder of a law enforcement officer, robbery, carjacking, and weapons crimes of the death of an officer, Christopher Fitzgerald. Prosecutors say Fitzgerald was shot in the head while responding to an incident near campus. Federal marshals, state police, and Philadelphia police took Puffer into custody early Sunday morning at his Beckenham Township home.
We have new information today about a deadly head-on crash from last spring. Clarksville Now reports a grand jury recently indicted 23-year-old Caitlin Smalley on vehicular homicide charges in the wreck on Highway 48 near Bramblewood Drive. She is also accused of reckless endangerment. In the case, investigators say she was driving too closely to a truck in front of her, occupied by 78-year-old Ronald Hunter. Police say the vehicle in front of Hunter braked, causing him to slow down, and Smalley rear-ended his vehicle. The truck went into oncoming traffic and slammed head-on into Rebecca Shelton and her husband, Jerry Shelton's gray sedan. The Sheltons were traveling southbound on Highway 48. The couple was taken to Tenova Hospital in Clarksville. Rebecca Shelton died from her injuries.
A new grant could keep Clarksville children safe from lead poisoning. Clarksville is one of the 4 cities across the U.S. receiving grant funding from Healthy Babies Bright Future Bright Cities program. Cities across the U.S. propose lead service line replacement projects to Bright Cities programs. Clarksville's proposal is to work with the community partners to connect with daycares, elementary schools, and women's health providers about lead exposure and remedication. $60,000 will split between Clarksville and 3 other cities.
A Southern Baptist convention leader announced details Monday of a creation of a database containing names of ministers credibly accused of sexual abuse. The Leaf Chronicle reports a division of Guidepost Solutions will oversee the Ministry Check database. The SBC Abuse Reform Implementation Task Force says the database will be public and contain names of pastors, denominational workers, ministry employees, and volunteers who have been associated with Southern Baptist Church or entities. Southern Baptist voting delegates approved creating the database at the convention's annual meeting in June.
It's been a rough week on the roads around Clarksville. Police say a vehicle collided with a pedestrian Wednesday night in front of the Dairy Queen on Riverside Drive. The pedestrian was taken to the hospital, and traffic was tied up on the same time on Tuesday on Fort Campbell Boulevard by the Rural King. Police say a car hit a motorcyclist there. Emergency crews took the person on the motorcycle to the hospital. The pedestrian and the motorcyclist's conditions are not known at this time.
Federal environment regulators are now supervising the cleanup from the East Palestine, Ohio train derailment and chemical spill. The Environmental Protection Agency ordered Norfolk Southern to cover the bill. The EPA also reportedly told the Norfolk Southern to take all available measures to clean up contaminated air and water. The company would be required to reimburse the federal government for a new program to provide cleaning services for impacted residents and businesses. The EPA warned Norfolk Southern that if it failed to comply with the order, the agency would perform the work itself and seek triple damages from the company.
Clarksville police are still gathering clues in another serious head-on collision, this one on the north side. Investigators say a motorcyclist driving a blue Suburban was traveling westbound on Monday night on Tytown Road when the driver of a white Chevy Tahoe traveling eastbound crossed over into oncoming traffic and caused a head-on collision. Rescue crews had to pull the people from their vehicles. Both drivers were both flown to Nashville, and their status has not been released.
Dozens of APSU graduate students are petitioning for higher stipends to afford living expenses. Clarksville Now reports the APSU increased graduate worker stipends and support petition aims to basically more than double the GA stipend. The proposal would raise the stipend from around $5,200 a year to a little more than $13,000 a year, the federal poverty level for a single adult. Other Tennessee universities pay their GAs $7,000 to $25,000 a year, depending on the university and other factors. Many GAs rely on their stipend for rent, groceries, transportation, and other expenses while they attend college full-time.
Montgomery County Sheriff's deputies aided the Stewart County Sheriff's Office when a car crash ended in Montgomery County earlier Wednesday morning. Deputies say the car stopped on South Liberty Church Road, and a black man fled on foot. He described as wearing a black hoodie with a shoulder-length dreadlock hairstyle. Police detained a female associate in the car on the scene. They found a large number of drugs, including meth and marijuana. County law enforcement turned to the investigation on the 19th Drug Task Force.
Clarksville-Montgomery County Industry Development Board, IBD, is seeking developers to bring restaurants, grocery stores, and other services to an industrial park commercial complex located off of Rossby Road and International Boulevard. Clarksville Now reports the IBD announced Friday they are seeking proposals from developers to develop 20 acres zoned C5 in the South Industrial Park. The complex would feature new high-end amenities for park employees as well as residents within the area. Stick with us after these messages to find out what's happening in the political corner.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
My Shiro doesn't always wear a cape, but she always has time for a hug, a smile, for going the extra mile. My Shiro stretches every dollar, puts in long hours, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. When you're ready to retire, we want you to be able to enjoy it. It's time to start saving now. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
You want change. You want a community that supports you. You want the knowledge it takes to make a difference in this world. It's time to be more. It's time to be better. It's time to grow. The world you want to see starts with you. The life you want begins at Austin Peay State University. Learn more at apsu.edu.
Welcome to Political Corner. I'm Kinsley Andrews. A new bill helps to offer more support to crime survivors. Tennessee State Senator Cameron Sexton is sponsoring a bill that creates an inmate disciplinary oversight board to support victims of crime. The board would decide whether inmates would be granted or denied credits based on behavior during time served. Credits previously granted may be removed to ensure consistent and genuine behavior from inmates. The bill is currently in committees of both the State House and Senate. A bill criminalizing certain public cabinets and drag performances is heading to the Senate after passing the legislative session. News Channel 5 reports performers who fall under the adult cabaret umbrella and perform in a place that can be viewed by a minor are facing a misdemeanor or even a felony for a second offense. A poem is seen as a big hit to Pride and Pride parades. The bill is being called the anti-LGBTQ and recently sparked hundreds of protests at the Capitol. Minors won't be allowed to get gender-affirming medical care in Tennessee for much longer. News Channel 5 reports that the state is banning puberty blockers, hormone therapy, and gender-affirming surgeries for those transitioning under 18. LGBTQ right advocates say the bill discounts conversations transgender youths are already having about their families. It passed the House 77-19 on Thursday. A new proposal in the state Senate could slow the rise of fentanyl-related deaths in Tennessee. Senator Joe Lindbergh, with support of the state's district attorney, seek to lower the amount of fentanyl considered to be a Class B felony from 15 grams to half a gram. Lindbergh says the current amount of 15 grams has the potential to kill over 7,500 people, and decreasing the threshold to a Class B felony is necessary to save lives. The bill is currently being reviewed by the Criminal Justice Committee. Tennessee Republicans are seeking to expand current concealed carry laws to include all firearms. The proposed bill would change all references of handguns to firearms, as well as deleting significant portions that would allow employers to make bans in the workplace, and lowering age requirements. Opponents of the new bill argue that the language is too broad and creates safety concerns for law enforcement and Homeland Security. Supporters of the bill say the current code is too limiting. More gun legislation is expected to come this session, including proposed bills surrounding guns on college campuses. We have another TikTok ban in the work to tell you about whether it could affect whether you can use the app on campus in the future. The Tennessee Senate Education Committee voted to ban TikTok and other foreign-owned apps from the Wi-Fi servers of public colleges and universities. Chair of the Education Committee, State Senator John Lundberg, cites fears over national security surrounding the China-based app, as well as users' private data. Tennessee college students will be able to use TikTok, WeChat, and other foreign-owned apps outside of campus Wi-Fi connections. Thank you for listening to Political Corner, and we'll be right back with weather after these messages.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out?
Listen.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Wallace, and I'm here with your national temperatures. For California, Los Angeles, we have 52 degrees. Seattle, we have 34. Denver, 27. Dallas, 53. Chicago, 25. Atlanta, 72. And New York, 44. For today's highs, we have Memphis with 46 degrees, Clarksville with 52, Nashville 52, Chattanooga 63, and Knoxville 65. For our lows, we have Memphis with 44 degrees, Clarksville with 44 degrees, Nashville with 47 degrees, Chattanooga with 46, and Knoxville with 26. For our current temperature, we have sunny with 50 degrees with a northeast wind at 12 miles per hour. And for tonight's temperature, we have 44 degrees with a northeast wind at 6 miles per hour with a 40% chance of precipitation. And a look at our 5-day forecast. On Friday, we have partly cloudy with a high of 52, low of 44. Saturday, we have showers with a high of 52, low of 43. Sunday, showers, high of 62, low of 59. Monday, partly cloudy, high of 74, low of 47. And Tuesday, partly cloudy, high of 62, low of 48. That's all we have today for our local and national weather. APSU will be returning after this break with the Sports Zone.
Wherever you see a flower, a bird, a beautiful tree, know that my love is with you as you bring our colorful stories to the world.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org. Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
Good afternoon, Governors fans. Welcome to Inside the Sports Zone. Jalen Gonzalez here. And first up, as both of their seasons are winding down, both of our basketball teams competed last night. First up, the men's team made national headlines recently, but not for an admirable reason. They had an all-out brawl in the last men's game in the Dunn last Saturday. In the final seconds of the game, as Austin Peay was coasting to a victory against North Florida, Cameron Copeland for the Governors attempted to score a self-alley-oop dunk, but was stopped by a hard foul from North Florida's Jonathan Iber. After that, it was turned into an all-out brawl, which ended up stopping just to resume back in the locker room tunnels. That game was the ending of an 11-game losing streak for the Governors, but a stain was definitely added to the final game in the Dunn for the men's basketball. After recently being knocked out of tournament contention, Austin Peay will play their final game of the season on the road against FGCU tonight at 6. After posing a 3-game losing streak, the women's basketball team made a huge statement with a victory against number 3 seed Lipscomb, winning 76-71. The Govs were led by graduate student guard Mariah Adams, and the team set a program record with only 4 turnovers in the contest. With the win, the Govs lock a 4 seed in the tournament, which will give them a home game in the first round. And if the Govs can win their game on Saturday in a back-to-back game against Lipscomb, they have a great chance of snagging the 3 seed. That game will be tomorrow at 3. As you can feel, the weather is starting to get better. Spring sports are swinging into a full effect as the baseball season has started. Head coach Roland Fanning received his first win this past Saturday against Illinois State with 9-1 in the score there. Unfortunately, after already losing Friday, the Govs lost the series against Illinois State. However, Austin Peay got right back into the win column, and they will be on the road tonight to start a series against very talented team in Dallas Baptist. One player standing out so far is redshirt senior Oklahoma State transfer Garrett Martin. Out of the 4 games, he has posted 2 3-hit games, a home run in 2 consecutive games, and an RBI for 3 straight games. Staying on the diamond, Gov's softball team is starting off struggling with a 3-6 record, but most recently won their first home game at Kathy Maynard Park on Wednesday, 10-5 against Northern Iowa. Kendall Winspel set her career high in runs scored in 3 in the contest, and pitcher Jordan Beneful received her 25th win. Austin Peay will get a nice break to refuel themselves with their next game not being until March 3rd against Akron at 10 in the morning. After spring sports is set to start, as the beach volleyball team will play in their first game in Loveland at the Grand Sands tournament tomorrow against Eastern Kentucky, followed by 3 more games including Morehead State, Liberty, and Eastern Kentucky again. Waking into the season, the Govs will be led by preseason All-Sun players redshirt junior Merlina Bullington and graduate student Kelsey Mead, and those 2 names together might sound familiar as they won the 2022 OVC Conference Pair of the Year. And Marlon Burlington also won the 2022 OVC Player of the Year. Despite being one of the best teams in the OVC last year, the Govs will have some steeper competition as the beach volleyball is one of the premier sports in the ASUN Conference. But that's all that's going to do it for sports. Once again, I'm Jalen Gonzalez, and stay tuned for more news here on APSU TV.
My Shiro doesn't always wear a cape, but she always has time for a hug, a smile, for going the extra mile. My Shiro stretches every dollar, puts in long hours, puts others first. But now it's your time, Mom. When you're ready to retire, we want you to be able to enjoy it. It's time to start saving now. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
You want change. You want a community that supports you. You want the knowledge it takes to make a difference in this world. It's time to be more. It's time to be better. It's time to grow. The world you want to see starts with you. The life you want begins at Austin Peay State University. Learn more at apsu.edu.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff,
Mama!
like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Welcome back to the news. A new mixed-use development plan for downtown is planned to be opened by next year. Clarksville Now reports developers of the planned Riverside Square, a 4-acre development at 50 College Street, announced Tuesday that they plan to open by 2024. There will be retail stores, restaurants, and entertainment venues, and full-service hotel and parking garage.
Austin Peay State University's Office of Community Engagement and Sustainability recently completed its annual student competition. The Great Green Idea Contest challenges students to develop ideas to improve campus. Clarksville Now reports that this year's top winners focused on recycling efforts. First place winner Juliana Smith pitched that the traditional trash items should be upcycled into new installments to promote recycling. Second place winner Oliver Cates thinks that more recycling receptacles would encourage more recycling. Third place winner D'Angelo Cullen is concerned about the energy use and lighting in classrooms. Many winning ideas have been used on campus before, so keep an eye out for more recycling bins around campus. Every year, National Geographic decides between their most breathtaking photos for Photo of the Year, and the photo they decided on is finally here. Take a look at this.
Take a look at this stunning set of wildlife photographs that National Geographic have crowned 2022's Best of the Best. Photographers the world over submitted works to Nat Geo's Pictures of the Year contest, and the slate of finalists is a medley of amazing landscapes, such as this aerial and seemingly arterial look at a branching California marshland, peeks at Mother Nature at her most serene and most extreme, and revealing looks at both human and animal civilizations and where they impressively and inexplicably intersect. But the overall grand prize winner was an incredible mid-flight moment, capturing a convocation of majestic bald eagles jockeying for prime perch position near an Alaskan shoreline. You can view the full suite of finalists and other submissions by visiting natgeo.com/photocontestwinner. Speaking of artistic statements, is that what this weird giant iron ball found on a Japanese beach is? That was likely one of the many questions on onlookers' minds after the mysterious metal sphere inexplicably washed ashore near Hamamatsu City. Other questions likely included, where did it come from? Is there something inside it? And will it blow up? Well, after examining the object, officials confirmed that the bizarre ball is hollow and doesn't pose a threat, but still couldn't pin down exactly what it is or where it came from. The heavy metal mystery continues. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
But that's not all. Take a look at this small pygmy hippo swimming for the very first time with their mother.
Take a look at precious and perfect pygmy hippo Petunia playing in her pool at the Metro Richmond Zoo in Virginia. The pygmy hippo calf is just 2 months old and has started swimming with her mom, Iris. Zookeepers describe the chunky girl as confident, brave, and spunky. You could even say she's a hippopotamus. Petunia is often found leading the way, with her mom following her into the pool.
Hey, buddy.
And joined at the hippo at the Cincinnati Zoo are baby hippo Fritz and his mom, Bibi. The sleepy 6-month-old calf found a unique napping position on his mom, and
This is the cutest thing ever.
we totally agree. While Fritz was sleeping, 3 of his former zoo neighbors were getting adjusted to their new home in Florida. These orphaned manatees who were rehabilitated at the Cincinnati Zoo were among an unprecedented 12 manatees returned to their natural habitat in just 1 day. Swim Shady, Albee, and Manhattan are now living in their native warm waters after the Manatee Rescue and Rehabilitation Partnership released the animals into Blue Springs State Park. The park is one of the largest winter gathering sites for the species in Florida. The sea cows were all outfitted with GPS tracking devices so that researchers can monitor manatee movement and make sure they're adapting to the wild. For Take a Look at This, I'm Cole Higgins.
Welcome to the news desk, Jalen. How does it feel?
It's a new experience.
It's a new experience?
It's comfortable up here.
It's comfortable up here?
No, that's not comfortable. These concrete squeak.
So I have to stand still, but yeah, no. There's been a lot of wrecks in Clarksville this week.
Yeah, I saw like 2, 3?
There was 3 that we reported on. I was stuck in one of those.
Oh
the one on Fort Campbell, driving through Rural King. People are not nice.
I've never been to Rural King.
You've never been to Rural King?
No.
They have chickens.
They have chicken?
They have little chickens. They have chickens and ducks.
You can buy them?
You can buy them. But like you have to be a certain age, but yeah, you can buy chickens
so
and
they have
ducks.
nothing that's already pre-cooked?
They're live? They're live chickens and ducks?
I don't want to go there no more.
No.
Hey, I think I'll stick to a Chinese buffet at the mall.
Chinese. Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
But they're cute. They're cute. They have like black chickens. They have black ducks. They have white chickens, yellow chicken. They have a bunch of colors of those
And you
little
can
birds.
all go buy all.
You can go buy them. They have like really cute like barn containers, or like carry them out. It's really cute.
Well, now I'm thinking about starting a farm after this.
Just starting a farm?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm sorry to cut y'all off, but that's all the time we have for today. Be sure to follow us on Facebook at APSU TV Clarksville and Instagram on APSU_TV. Thanks for watching APSU TV News Update, and as always,
let's go Peay.